Ah, shit. Here we go again.
They ended up putting this dude named Fish in my cell. Now, Fish was this small dude from Flint, Michigan. And when I say he was small, dude had to been like, I don't know, maybe 5'5", 5'4", no more than 120, 125 at best. And when they put him in my cell, I was looking, I'm like, who the heck? Because I thought it was a dwarf or something. And I'm looking, and I said, oh, that's Fish. I remember dude from school. Now, Fish went to Holmes Middle School. Shout out to Holmes Middle School. Matter of fact, let me know in the comment section if you went to Holmes Middle School or Northwestern. I went to Northwestern in the 6th grade when they put Edison up in there. And then after that year, I went to Holmes for 2 years. But anyway, so I'm looking at him. I'm like, hey, your name Fish? He was like, yeah, that's what they call me. Now, he tried to make his voice sound way deeper than it actually was. You know what I mean? You could tell that he was trying to put on, but you can't blame him, man, because you could tell this was his first time being locked up, and he wanted to establish who he was. But, you know, when you got cats like me that been locked up for so long, you could tell when somebody green or, you know, they ain't really comfortable or whatever. But he ain't had nothing to worry about with me. So he like, yeah, that's what they call me. I said, oh, okay. I said, you from Flint? He was like, yeah, I'm from there, the north side. I said, right. He said, you from Flint? I said, yeah, man, I went to school with you. He was like, Dante? I said, yeah. He said, oh, what's up, my dude? You know, he gave me a handshake, and I gave him a handshake back. So he like, man, you look different, man. I was looking at you, but you just look different. You put on a lot of weight. I was like, yeah, I mean, that's all I've been in here doing is just working out and just eating. That's basically it. So he was like, oh, okay, bet. I said, oh, well, look, let me let you know the cell rules right quick. So, now look, because dude was from Flint, you know where I'm from, I wasn't going to hit him over the head with the excessive cell rules unless I felt like, you know, he was going to be an issue in the cell. Then I was going to have to apply pressure. But, you know, Fish was one of them easygoing dudes. So I told him, I said, listen, one thing I don't do is allow people to have people in the cell. I said, this is our home. Now, I can tell he ain't never been locked up before. I could tell this was his first bid. But I was stern, and when I was talking to him, I'm like, listen, don't have nobody in this cell, man. Nobody. Because this is our home. And if anybody come in this cell and they disrespect our home, somebody got to die. And the way he looked when I said that, it was like, yeah, I feel you. I said, and also because it's a lot of thieves up in this pod, man. And, you know, a lot of these dudes ain't got nothing. So they'll steal your drawers if you will let them. You know, you don't leave nothing out because dudes are running your cell real quick. Like, it's dudes that just don't leave nothing out, man, and don't have nobody in the cell. So I bet. I said, also, now, when you use the bathroom, man, you going to have to either sit down when you pee or you going to have to squat, like, dang near put your junk in the toilet while you peeing because it'll splash out and it'll be all around the toilet right there. And I don't play that at all. I got this bottom rack, and I don't want no pee splashing on my feet, or if I'm laying the other way, I don't want no pee splashing, you know, on the top of my dang head. He giggled a little bit. I said, no, I'm serious. I said, matter of fact, now, see, they give us 3 sheets, 3 white sheets. I said, matter of fact, let me see one of your sheets right quick. So he gave me the sheet. And I said, so this is going to be our door. I wasn't going to use my sheet because I was in there by myself. So I had no need to take any comforts from myself. So I took one of his. He ain't know no better. So I took one of his sheets and I made a makeshift door type of situation right there. So I said, you know what, this will take care of everything. Boom. I said, now also, here's another thing. If you got to drop a deuce, due number 2, and we are not on lockdown, and when I say lockdown, okay, so at nighttime, if you got to do a number 2, make sure as soon as you drop one, you flush that toilet immediately. Immediately. I said, I don't want this cell to be stinking or anything. And that's right there is probably one of the most serious things that I'm going to tell you that could cause an issue, cause friction between us. And he like, oh, okay, I heard about that in the county. Like, if you drop one, you flush one. I said, yeah. And I said, the second thing is, throughout the day, if I'm in the cell and I got this white sheet up, you do not come in here at all. Don't even, if you see this white sheet up, don't come through here at all. He like, what you mean? I said exactly what I said. And I said, I know you're a man and, you got your own thoughts and stuff, but if I know you got urges, to bang one off or whatever, but you can't do that in here, man. You're going to have to go to the shower and do that. And he like, oh, okay. I said, now, I'm so serious about that. I almost took somebody's life a couple months ago because I found some substance on the dang desk. And let's just say it turned out real bad for him. I just got out the hole for going hands-on dude. He like, oh, okay. I said, you got any people outside that's gonna put money on your books or whatever? He was like, nah, I ain't got nobody, man. I messed up with my mom's. I was like, all right, well, we go to the store every Thursday. I said, here's the thing, man. You got any habits? Like you smoke, you drink, or whatever? He said, yeah, I drink. I said, well, listen, I advise you not to drink or smoke or whatever because it's dudes in here that will take advantage of you. Matter of fact, there's a guy in here by the name of Sweet Low, and right now he on medical leave because he basically tried to take full advantage of another inmate, and he ended up getting poked up. But he the type of dude, he don't stop. He gonna come back and he gonna, especially you being new or whatever, he gonna come in and try to press up on you. And he was like, oh, so it's really dudes in here that's like that? I said, yeah, I'll let you know who all it is, but just stay away from these guys. Don't take nothing from none of these dudes. And he was like, yeah, no, I heard about that. I'm not going to take nothing. I said, no, I really need for you to listen. Because, yeah, I make stove every week. But, I'm here doing my time, and you can't interfere on how I bid up in here, man. He's like, what you mean by that? I said, because I can't feed you and feed me. So you going to have to get you a hustle or something, because I could spot you a couple of soups here, a couple Mountain Dews there, whatever the case is, but I can't be in here doing cook-ups for me and you. You know what I mean? Whether you my cellie or not, you gonna have to bring something to the table. I mean, even if you in the kitchen and you need to sneak back an onion, you know what I'm saying? You got to bring something to the table. Now, I'm gonna hold you down for 2 weeks, but it ain't, you going to be getting the bare minimum. So if I do a cook up, you just get a little square, to get you through the night. But all that, yo, Dante, you think you can hold me down with a soup? Don't never ask me for anything. Anything that you receive from me is a gesture of kindness. So, but my kindness is very short up here because there's a lot of dudes that will not give you nothing. They'll watch you starve and let you know, man, the state provide 3 meals a day for you, and the state just give you just enough to survive. So, he like, oh, okay, cool. So, I'm like, all right. So then I lay down because it's about 11 o'clock at night at this time. So I lay down and he like, hey, let me ask you a question. I said, what's up? He like, hey, how do I get up here on this bed? Because I don't want to step on your bunk, on your covers or whatever when I'm getting up here. Then it hit me like, oh, dang, this dude is short. He just can't hop up. He can't hop up there like that. So then I sit up because at this point I'm laying down. So I sit up and I'm looking. I'm like, dang, how is he going to get up here? I said, I guess you got to get the bottom right then, I guess. And he was like, oh, okay. So I got my stuff and I put it up there. And he put his stuff down there and started making his bed up. I said, oh, in the morning time, when you get up, make sure you make your bed too. He like, all right. So then I'm laying down. He said, hey, now you could tell he was trying to, I guess, be a little assertive. Because maybe when I told him that he need to make his bed up in the morning, he felt like I was trying to son him or something. And I guess it just didn't sit right with him. And maybe whatever they done told him in the county, like, hey, don't let nobody talk to you a certain way and stuff like that. But he not knowing, I'm just looking out for him because that's the rules. Because we can actually be on lockdown, like be locked up for 24 hours if our room ain't right, especially on a Saturday morning when the captain come through, because the captain be on one, right? But I didn't tell him all that, so he asked me like, hey, I'm a grown man. You ain't got to tell me I got to make my bed up. I said, hey, listen, you just got in here, man. I don't know how you feeling or what you used to or whatever, but this ain't grandma's crib. I said, we got rules and regulations that we got to adhere to. And one of the things, you got to have that bed made up. We're going to put a pause right there, and we're going to get back to the story. A lot of these dudes out here in the streets ain't never had to listen to nobody. That's why they're in prison now. A lot of these cats do what they want to do and say what they want to say and have no respect for nobody. So when they get behind them bars, and you got another grown man telling you what to do, it messed them up. Because on the streets, you can go grab a gun or whatever and be like, well, make me do whatever. But when you behind them bars and you in that cell with another man that there ain't no doubt in your mind that if this dude get angry, you gonna have a bad day in this cell, right? And he knew that. But he tested the boundaries just a little bit because, me and him was from the same city. But I done put hands on many cats from my city, right? And, there's one thing also that I learned, that you can't be nice to people because they'll take that niceness and that, like me, I'm usually chilled. So he probably took that as, oh, this dude that's chilled and I guess he ain't really on that. So I'm a get the balls up to, confront him and tell him, I'm a grown man. You ain't got to tell me that he not knowing, I'm tired. I'm sleepy. You messing up my program. Them putting you here this late. I'm halfway asleep anyway, right? I'm really not on that. My day, I'm getting prepared for tomorrow. Now, if he would have said this to me in the daytime while I was fully up, I probably would have choked him out. But, I let it ride. And I told him, so let's get back to the story. So I told him, like, listen, this how your bed made up, man, because the captain be on one. The captain come through every Saturday morning and, he ended up locking us down if our cell ain't right. So he like, oh, okay, I understand. Now, it's probably maybe 4:30 in the morning, about 4:30 in the morning. So I noticed that, when somebody is up, like, when you sleep, but you can feel somebody moving around. So I'm like, man, what is this dude doing? So the way I was laying, my feet was towards the toilet, basically, and my head was towards the cell door. So when I look up, I could see like straight to the back of the cell. It ain't that big. The cell ain't it's as big as a bathroom type of deal. So I'm looking, and the sheet ain't up, and this dude is standing up peeing, but the way that he peeing, y'all remember like in elementary when we go to the bathroom and you'll pull your pants all the way down to your ankles, and dude is just peeing like that, and I'm like, hey, yo, dog, didn't I tell you to sit down when you pee, man? He like, oh, my bad. And when he said, oh, my bad, I guess I startled him or whatever, and he kind of turned when he said, oh, my bad, and he got the peeing on the side of the toilet. He's like, oh, my bad. I said, yo, this the reason why. I said, you know what? Never mind. I said, clean that up, man. I got some cleaning products right there on the side of the toilet. Clean that up, man. Don't do that again. He like, oh, my bad, man. It was late. I said, where the curtain at, man? He said, oh, I took it down because I noticed we supposed to have 3 sheets, and I was just wondering why you didn't put yours up, so I just took mine back. I said, man, put that sheet back up, man, and stop playing with me. So he ain't say nothing. So I turned back around, I lay down. Right, so now it's 7 o'clock in the morning. People starting to wake up. So now I'm like, hey, it's time to get up. And he was like, man, I don't feel like getting up, man. I'm gonna get up later on. I said, no, it's your first day, man. You need to get up out the cell and let people know, have your face shown. Because one thing about it is, if you stay up in this cell, dudes gonna be thinking you a chump, or they gonna feel like you scary, and they gonna play on that. So I said, you need to get up and show your face out here, whatever. And he like, yeah, okay, man, I'm gonna get up. Now let me tell you something. I went to breakfast, right? I was there maybe about 20 minutes, and then I went outside. I was walking the track. So I came back in. So I was gone for maybe 3 hours, because I knew around 10 o'clock that's when the captain would come through. So I was back in the dorm maybe about I don't know, maybe about 9:45ish. Dude still in there knocked out. I said to myself, like, you know what? Nah, this ain't gonna work, man. This dude. Now I can understand that, because he knew he green or whatever, that, he ain't quite understanding where he at. And because I was, I guess, cordial with him, the prior night, and not really, putting myself onto him, pause, applying pressure onto him, really like yelling at him, screaming on him. He probably looked at it like everything was sweet, like everything was all right, like he could get away with things, like this ain't prison, not knowing that I'm up now. So I go in there, I'm like, hey, dog, you need to get up. And he act like he ain't hear me. So I'm like, hey, it's time for you to wake up, dude. And he was like, man, just give me 10 minutes. I said, all right, I'll give you 10 minutes. So then I grabbed him, right? I grabbed him in the cover. Now, I know y'all gonna say, Donta, you wrong. Donta, you wrong for that. But listen, I should have been aggressive with him that following night. I should have set the tone the following night. So this way, this situation right here wouldn't have never happened because he already knew the deal. So when I grabbed him by his shoulders and I grabbed him by his ankles while he was still wrapped up. So he was basically like in a burrito type of deal. So I grabbed him, picked him up. He like, hey man, what are you doing? And I just picked him up maybe, let's say, you know how when you curling weights, like the bar, are you standing up? I had him like that. So I lifted him up like in a curl and I just dropped him. Bam. So he hit the floor. He was like, man, why you do that? I said, when I tell you to get up, I don't ask twice. Now get up and make this bed, man, and you just missed breakfast. He was like, man, that's messed up, man. Why would you do that? I'm going to tell. I said, you what? He said, I'm going to tell, man. I said, dude, look around, man. This prison. What you going to tell the guards? You going to tell them what? That I picked you up and dropped you out of your bed? Man, that's messed up. I said, you know what? This ain't going to work. This ain't going to work, dog. He like, man, no, man, I can't be in here with you. I said, let me tell you something. Yeah, go ahead and pack your stuff. Go ahead and get up out of here, dog, because this ain't going to work. I'm going to end up killing you up in this cell, man. He like, man, hey, man, that's messed up, man. We from the same city, bro. We from the same city. I said, that don't mean nothing. You got to get out of here, dog. He like, all right, man, all right, say less. All right, watch this. I said, watch what? I said, hold up. So I grabbed him again. I grabbed him because he had his back turned walking out talking about watch this. So I grabbed him. You know, I just instantly went into like animal mode, beast mode for a minute. And I just grabbed him like, what you mean you gon', I had him pent up against the wall. Pause. I had him pent up against the wall. And shout out to Real Kens TV. He invented that pause word. I said, hey, man, don't you ever threaten me like that again. What you mean about watch this? He like, no, man, just let me go, man, let me go. I said, no, man, you need to clear that up right now. What you mean, watch this? Like, what you mean by that? He like, no, man, I was just saying, man, you wrong for doing what you did, man. I ain't even do nothing. I said, listen, man, you gonna find out. You gonna find out that this ain't daddy daycare, man. This is prison, dog. Go ahead and get up out of here, man. So as he walking out with his laundry bag and his stuff, as soon as he hit the tier and he go to the left, he start going down the stairs. Guess who walks in? Sweet Low. Sweet Low like, hey, where you going, young blood? He like, man, my celly tripping. I'm looking down on him. I'm standing on the top of the tier like a gargoyle, right? Overseeing the whole layout. And he like, man, my celly up there tripping, bro. I need another cell, bro. Sweet Low was like, you can come in here, man. You come my cell. Right? He like, all right, man, cool. We gonna end it right there. I want to let y'all know something right quick. If you ain't never been to prison, and this ain't for no, hardened criminals and felons. Like, I'm talking about for dudes that, that ain't really, prison material. I mean, I guess it really don't matter once you end up in prison. It is what it is. But for you dudes that ain't really aggressive and, that ain't really violent, you better get aggressive. You better get violent. Now, I'm not going to tell y'all what happened to Fish. I ain't going to even tell y'all what happened to him that night. But just put it this way. The next, maybe 4, it was so much going on that week. The next 4 days, Fish did not come out of his cell. In fact, I forgot all about him until I seen Fish. What was that? So Fish came through Friday. I kicked him out Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, I think next Friday, the following week, a week later, I ran into a fish on the yard. Fish didn't look like Fish when I seen him when he came in. Fish had 2 black eyes, a busted lip, and I'm not 100% sure, but I know Fish had an afro. It wasn't a big afro. It was like a medium-sized fro or whatever, but it was light green, and we gonna leave it right there. So y'all like light green? Dante, give us some more details. He had food coloring in his head that made his hair turn green. I'm only assuming that Sweet Low like his, boy toys looking exotic, and well, there you go. Hey ladies, listen up. If you are looking for some nice, comfortable, positive lady apparel, then look no further. Art Alterations is here for you. They have a wide range selection of apparel for women and kids. I'm going to leave their link in the comment section to their website. Go check them out. Welcome to the Donta Show Network, where you get your daily fix of crazy stories presented to you by King Dante. Okay, YouTube family, we done reached 100K followers in 2 years. Now let's get to 1 million. If you want me to promote your business, your product, your social media channel, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, OnlyFans, whatever it is, if you got a movie on Tubi, right, and you want me to promote that, all you have to do is text this number that's on the screen right there, all right?
Ah, shit. Here we go again.